Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Super Paper Mario. I am Mega Freak for... I almost said Fernando. I am not Mega Freak for Fernando, I am Mega Freak 400. Anyway, yeah, last time Peach died. Or possibly died. And this time, possibly someone else will die. Or be left behind. And yes, Countdown Destruction, not a very promising chapter name, but then again, pretty truthful. The end is coming. In fact, it's pretty close. This week should be the last of the main story videos. Which means the only thing left after this would be just the extras. Since this project hasn't been going on for a while, it's been since, what, like, end of November I've started. Then again, I've only had 2 videos per, week, so it's not like I've been pumping them out at an insane rate. At the same time, though, I have, kept them... All the videos are pretty long, since they each include one part of a chapter, so... It's not like, I've been giving you very low amounts of, video content, just... I don't know. I think for the most part of it was just because I've been doing multiple projects at the same time. If I was doing it by itself, it'd probably be done by now. Anyway, for the extras, I have kind of decided I'm definitely going to do, flop side and flip side pit. The flop side pit I'll only do once. There's no reason to do it, show it twice. Though I'll have to do it both times. And I'll probably show, I guess, the first attempt and then just cut to doing it again. But then I'm going to do the Samurai Kingdom, which I'm pretty sure I already said that comes back so that you can do the tournament for that. I will also be doing the arcade, and I might show off Garson and Carton's stories, but maybe. I might do that. Maybe I'll put it with the arcade, because they're kind of near there, to show off a few of them. The only other thing I'm kind of considering is the map quest, which I really don't want to do, partly because I just, I guess you could say I'm somewhat lazy. It's kind of a tedious thing to do, and I'd rather not do it, since I don't think it'll be that interesting to watch, personally. I know I did the recipes for Paper Mario, but after people asked me to do that, but I don't know. I mean, I wasn't a big fan. I did it partly because I wanted to do it 100%, and everything else I did in the game was pretty much 100%, so that's why I did that. But in this game, I'm not even planning on doing the catch cards or the recipes, so I mean, leave a comment if you want to see that, or maybe I show about some of them. But then, if I do some of them, I want to do all of them. But let me know. I kind of don't want to do it personally, but if you guys want me to do it, I guess I could do it. But I guess my thing is I'd rather be working on other projects in Harvest Moon as opposed to the treasure hunting segment. Considering what it is, it's just going around, and I mean, it's not gonna be that hard to do. It's just time that could be spending milking cows. But yeah. So, what else has been going on? Well, I'm out of I was about to say college. But yeah, I'm out of college now. Whoa, why is there Dimentios in the mirror? I guess mirrors. They shine. But wait, that one over there isn't shining. Could it be a secret? Well, when a problem comes along, you must flip it. And look, a secret passage. And in the secret passage, we have actually a key, so we need to get the key to continue onward. But yeah, I'm out of college now, so I will probably be updating 5 days a week again, maybe even on the weekend a little bit, but it takes a long time for my videos to upload at home, so possibly not. What else can I guess one thing I've been, somewhat, I watched a video, and I've kind of already ranted about this kind of thing before, but I watched a video of, the website The Escapist. I didn't want. I'm not zero punctuation. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of Yahtzee. I respect what he does. I don't find him personally all that hilarious. And I honestly would rather him do legit reviews personally because, know, that's the way he kind of comes across to me. I don't know. I've had like 5,000 discussions about why I'm not a fan of that program, because I'm not even sure myself fully, though I've kind of, you know, discovered a little bit why I don't like it. That's why I have discussions. It's kind of rethink my thoughts. Not so much that I'm asserting what I think, I believe. It's more sometimes it's just thinking out loud to other people. But anyway, I was watching another show that's on there called Extra Credit, which is basically, it's kind of just, I think they're game developers. I don't know what exactly they develop, but anyway, they're basically, oh, and by the way, this is a trap. But they basically make games, or the videos are basically giving advice about making a game. And while you could say it's not as helpful for, like, you know, just people who are consumers, it is interesting and intriguing to watch for sure. And yeah, you have to hit these in a certain order. Middle one, right one, and left one. One of their recent videos, and they also go about it in a way that makes me, like, even if I disagree with them slightly, you know, they're very, very respectful about it. They're pretty enjoyable. I say they because I think multiple people work on it, but one guy is the one usually talking. Though, I guess one thing that some people might have a problem with is he has like a voice that modifier, I guess, changes his voice so it sounds odd. I don't know though. That never even bugs me. In fact, I kind of like it. So I guess if you have a problem with, you know, people's voices sounding odd. But, I don't know, I think it's fine, personally. But anyway, they basically give advice, and one of their most recent videos was, you know, aesthetics versus graphics, which is something I wish I would have actually thought about, because it's basically something I've already said, but really wording is important in this one, and some of the stuff they went into were, like, things I 100% agreed with, just probably haven't said as much as I probably should have. But basically, their whole thing was graphics is, you know, more reliant on the system's power. By the way, there's a certain path you have to take here to get through this room without looping back. So if you flip, you can see the arrows point of how to navigate this room. But yeah, basically they did a whole thing about, or one of their things was that graphics are more in terms of the system's abilities to give output detail. So, like, you know, NES games had less detail than SNES games. Therefore, you know, it's more of a not hardware, but more of a, basically graphics are more having more detail to a certain you know, game. But graphics aren't the same as aesthetics. Aesthetics basically are like this game. Look, the aesthetics of this game is, you know, paper style, right? However, the graphics of this game are definitely better than, you know, the original Paper Mario. Basically, they had the same kind of style for the most part. The Paper Mario was a little bit more crayon-y, but in this game, you have the ability to have more clean and more detailed, you know, graphics as opposed to, you know, the original Paper Mario. The original Paper Mario, of course, had detailed graphics, but it definitely wasn't as. And look at all those Dimentios. But it definitely, basically now new systems nowadays can now put more detail than old. And the point was, aesthetics makes you basically what I've said before, that aesthetics help you, you know, get involved in the game and get attached. I mean, I was playing, I can't say how often, as much as people say, oh, well, I could play a game without the sound on. When I play a game with the sound on, I experience the game so much more. And, you know, games with a visual style are much more appealing than games with a very generic style or aesthetic to them. And also, ahaha, so you've made it here at last. Hello, Dimentio. By the way, you're up to something. Oh, but what's this? You seem to be missing the Ravishing Princess and the Arm Flailor. He has a name, it's Bowser. We don't have time to trade barbs with you. Actually, yeah, we don't. But, either way, we don't really have much of a choice in the matter. And yeah, he did get out of our way, except we have to defeat him. You've proven to be a worthy foe in the past, so I'm not going to make it easy, except for it is. So yeah, we're playing tag with magic. Magic is, like, awesome. So anyway, yeah, we need to use Fleep. And look, switch. When we hit it, we end up in World 1, or Chapter 1. Odd. This is Chapter 1, Tippy. I think you would remember that. So yeah, we have to go after Count Bleck. What? No. We had to go after Dimentio. But anyway, it's basically a game of tag, so basically just go through the levels like normally, like you did when you first did this. I kind of like the concept of this, but I mean, you're just going through all the same levels you did before. So anyway, I really like Extra Credit, and that episode was pretty. I think they've had, well, I wouldn't say it better. I like that one, but they have some really interesting episodes. I personally would recommend watching them if you haven't watched them. But anyway, so, again, it kind of frustrates me when, you know, people make... I guess my thing is, I've seen comments made before, like one of them was, I don't like this guy's voice, which, I guess fair enough. If it bugs you, it bugs you. You know, it doesn't mean you have to... Like I said, Yahtzee, I don't think is a horrible person, but I don't enjoy watching him. I guess in ways, part of it is when you make a comment in text, it's kind of hard to tell what the person is truly feeling. So when I read comments and message boards and stuff and just look around, a lot of times people come across as being very, you know, snide, when that's possibly not the case. It just seems that way. That's why you use emoticons, to explain your emotion. So yeah, but yeah, there's comments like that, and there's comments like, well, until these guys make a game, I'm not going to listen to their opinion. I guess my thing is, you know, I think their advice is pretty, you know, intelligent and legit, personally. And the thing is, whether or not they make a game, like, I give my advice on games all the time. I guess my thing is, if you don't want to listen to me, fair enough, but, you know, I don't view it as so much as they're saying that they're experts. It's more if they're giving their opinion. Again, the way they go about it is very respectful. I don't take it as they're thinking they're better than everyone else, most of the time. So I don't know. But yeah, basically their whole thing was basically the aesthetics are the visual style, and they used an example of Parappa the Rapper versus, what game was it? Oh, the new Golden Axe for, like, was it Xbox or something? But basically the new age one as opposed to the one for the Sega Genesis, and how you know, Sega, or the Golden Axe one had better graphics, better detail, you know, better quality of graphics, but the aesthetic was, you know, better in Parappa the Rapper because it was, you know, it had a certain style to it. Everything fit in its place. It got you interested in the game, whereas Golden Axe, you know, didn't as much and was pretty, you know, boring, or things didn't fit or make sense. And the reason they used that as an example is because the original Golden Axe for the you know, Sega Genesis did have a good aesthetic and did use a lot of the... You'd have to watch the video. I know I should, you know, explain better, but basically my thing is I definitely recommend watching them because they're definitely pretty interesting. I sometimes get some of my... I usually agree with them. They're pretty insightful. But yeah, I do feel that in recent years, since higher graphics have come out, I said this about my whole thing about simplicity. Since higher graphics have come out, aesthetic and how things fit together has been put on the back burner a little bit, and it's been more focused on what will sell necessarily, sell more, or like what people are into, which tends to be, or at least seems to be, more realism. That's the thing, as you get more and more ability to do more things, people tend to get lazier and take things for granted. For example, with the advent of, like, games being able to be updated and change certain aspects of games, that always worries me personally, because I feel, and yeah, I'm skipping this because there's no reason you need to watch me go through that level again. It's just white. But yeah, that kind of worries me a little bit because, like, I feel back in the day when in the NES, then again, that's not necessarily a good example because you had games that were messed up or had bad translations. But I guess, you know, back in the day when you delivered a game, and its cartridge and whatever you had was done. End of story. You know, couldn't change it. And now I feel, I guess I haven't seen any real, you know, stellar examples of this, but I feel some people, I guess I'm more worried that people will use downloading as a way to just, you know, kind of make a game kind of mediocre, and then, or not only make a game mediocre, more just miss some really easy things they could fix, and then be able to fix them later, as opposed to just fixing them right away. I guess that people have been a little bit more lenient on glitches because they have the ability to fix it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Enjoying my game of tag? Not really. It's kind of boring. Hey, stop messing around and fight us for real. Messing around? Oh no! Magic is no laughing matter. I'm always deadly serious. Yes, magic is pretty serious. You are the only ones who can stand up to Count Bleck. Well, the prophecy obviously says we can. Wait, will you help me destroy the Count? You are up to something, and your thing that you're up to is you want to betray the Count. How did he betray you? He said he would destroy all worlds and create a new perfect world. Okay. But he was lying. He plans to obliterate every world and keep them in ruin. Oh no. Though that makes sense. I mean, he's pretty much distraught. He has no really... Though then again, he did kind of lie. He did tell, like, maybe, you know, chunks, oh yeah, I'll make him a perfect world. So yeah, Dimentio feigned loyalty to search for someone who could defeat him. Well, you see, that is why I rescued the princess. And why he sent us to the underwear. So yeah, he was the reason all those things were happening. Freed man first, I don't know what that one was, but yeah, he's been helping us this entire time. So yeah, that's what Dimentio's been up to. He's kind of wanting to betray the Count, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess I will fight by your side. I mean, he did help us. He got Paige back. He got the Pure Heart. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have beat the game. Yes, trust is the tasty paste. Tasty paste is an odd word. Ooh, yeah, I like rare cards. No, well, Tippy, you have to be more trusting of people. Don't be so, you know, naive. Not really naive, but he's a sad sack. Whoa, yeah, that's the deal breaker. Demented by Dimentio. I love perfume. So yeah, I'm definitely going to fight with him. Do you have perfume, Tippy? I don't think you have perfume. That kind of, you know, sways the favor in his hands. He has perfume. You don't have perfume. I'm sorry. If you had perfume, maybe I would go continue being your friend. I mean, you can still come with me, but yeah, I'm joining Dimentio. I trust him. I mean, you know, people who have perfume, are they really untrustworthy? They're pretty trustworthy. If you have your own perfume, you're the most trustworthy person ever. Oh, that's nice. So yeah, we're now being controlled by Dimentio. So maybe I shouldn't have said yes. Go and defeat the Count, and when he is gone, I will create a new world. Ahaha, and again for dramatic effect. Ahaha. So, yeah, that is the 4th game over you can get in this game for doing a stupid decision. But no, I won't join you. As awesome as it would be to join you, I won't. We can rule the world together. Do you still refuse? Yeah, whatever. For that, your game ends. I think I'll start with the green one, the shag upon it. Oh, wait, shag. Shag? This mustache is all Luigi. Poor Luigi. Leave this one to me, bro. You run ahead. You've got worlds to save. You don't have time to fight this baddie. Don't let Bowser and Peach sacrifice me for nothing, or mine either. Besides, he made fun of my stash, bro. You know I'm sensitive about that. Yes, poor Luigi and his Pringle stash. I think well, I guess Mario's might be more Pringle than his is. Poor Luigi and his not Pringles stash. I don't know, I can't remember what the Pringles guy is. Maybe Luigi's is more Pringles. Maybe it's a mixture. Either way, that's besides the point. So yeah, you're fighting Dimentio with Luigi, and because Mario left with all the pixels, you had to fight him without the pixels. However, that's not a big deal, because Luigi has his super jump, which makes Dimentio pretty easy, actually. You can just do this. And yeah, Luigi's super jump does more damage. Not double like Bowser's, but it definitely does, I think, like 6 more or so damage. Maybe even more than that. But yeah. And because Dimentio's floating, using the super jump is pretty easy. Okay, yeah, so 8. So maybe it is double, I guess. So I guess, yeah. So Luigi's pretty useful. His super jump is pretty. I'd say it's the second best ability. Bowser's Fire Breath, with Carry at least, being probably my favorite. Peach's Parasol's pretty. I don't know. They're all pretty good, except for Mario's Flip. I'm not a big fan of. Again, as I said, I'm not a big fan of the Flip. But yeah. So if you have a chance, I'd recommend watching Extra Credit. It's a pretty, good show, or I guess good web show. You're pretty interesting and intriguing. I cry, Uncle, mercy, Uncle, I say. Had enough, Dimentio? I didn't need my superstar bro to take you on. I see that now. Your power is formidable. Which is exactly why I can't let you fall into Count Bleck's velvet-lying gloves. Wait. What are you... I've seen that box before. So, wait a minute. You used that technique, but that didn't actually kill us, so... You're saying you're committing suicide together, group suicide, but you don't know for sure. But, yeah, I don't think Luigi's going to be dead. I know... Just because you've done this before, Dimentio, I know your tricks. And why would you kill yourself if you're going after the Count? That wouldn't make any sense. You're up to something, Dimentio. I mean, I know you were up to something, but now you're up to something else. Or rather, you're still up to something. Something is up with Dimentio. Dimentio is something up. Up something, okay, yeah, whatever. You're right, Mario, it hurts, but you're right. We must grieve for him later. Or... not, because he's probably not dead. Anyway, that's all the time I have. It's been Maker for 100, reminding you... Luigi has a stash, and it's made of gold.